What do you think of that anyway?
Ah, this looks kind of cool.
Yeah. What about the miter saw? When are you going to build a miter saw station? How about I give you the plans for this one? You can get started on that this week.
It's really hard to burn a digital file.
What?
I have to print it out before I can burn it.
Come on, you wouldn't burn that. This is great miter saw station.
It is nice, but it's like, if you could put like if you put a jointer right there.
No. No. Miter saw's where it's at. It's a homemade clamporama.
You know what? I should get my long reach. I should get one of my long reach clamps to help you with that.
How much weight can yours exert? How much?
At least 200 pounds.
Really? This has to put in at least 202. Bob, I bid 201.
We should build. We should build a jig where we have the two clamps against each other to see which one will break first.
The turnbuckle.
Oh. If you're willing to sacrifice one of your clamps, we could do that.
Would you be willing to sacrifice one of yours?
I have no intention of sacrificing one of mine. I know it. I know it'll win.
Well, when you put it that way, as long as we're breaking things today.
Yeah. I think I have it in the car trunk. I should bring it in. If you're willing to drill a hole in the middle of that, we'll just put a dialing indicator on it.
So what do you want to do? You want to put it through the board?
Exactly. And
What's going to lock it in place though?
friction.
Just friction.
Well, if the hole is loose, we can always stick a piece of paper in there to shim it. The controls aren't where they're supposed to be.
Huh?
On your bandsaw, it's like, where's the fucking knob? It's supposed to be here.
This is a real bandsaw, not a...
The switch is in the wrong place. So now, if we just set this to 0.
I don't know if this has got enough, like, maybe this is not stiff enough.
Well, I don't think I can crush it all the way down with my clamp, so I'm pretty
Okay.
confident yours won't. Can we move this bandsaw a bit over?
You got to kind of tip it back towards you to push it in. You need to have some strength. There you go. There you go. You got it.
I just don't have enough counterweight.
There you go. That's it. What's the thread pitch on your screw there?
It's a 3/8. So it's probably 16.
No, that's bigger than 3/8, isn't it?
No.
No, that's half-inch, man.
No, is it?
Yes. This is 3/8.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
How about this? Is this competitive enough for you? Or?
Yeah. I know I'll win.
You must be something at the Soapbox Racer events or the Spud Gun.
So John Heiss was just using one of his long reach C clamps, and I was making fun of it that mine are stronger. And John Heiss had this cool idea for rigging up this apparatus for testing his strength with it. So we're just going to squeeze these together, and the dial indicator is going to show how much force, roughly, or some measure of force, so we can compare which of these clamps can squeeze harder. And we have these two things exactly 1 foot on either side. No, that's not in the middle anymore.
Okay, that's one revolution. 2. Coming up on, almost up on, nearly there. 3. 3 1/4.
Okay, I think that's as far
Starting to
as
fade a little bit.
that's as far as I'm gonna go.
3 1/2.
Unless John's goes further.
3 1/2. That's pretty impressive. That hard maple 1x4 deflected down. I would have to say 3/8 of an inch for sure in the middle.
Of course, the clamp itself deflected more than that because there's less wood on the clamp than what we're squeezing here.
Well, that's the thing with the homemade clamps. They're not made out of steel. Here we go. Now I've got a riser block because mine is more open. So I'm gonna put that in place first. And are we zeroed still?
Yeah, well, hang on, let me just set that to 0. Yeah, 0 now.
Okay, so that looks good. This is gonna take a lot of cranking. Because mine flexes more readily.
Mm-hmm.
Have I made a revolution yet?
One. You're at one.
Haven't reached 2 yet?
Almost at 2.
Really?
2 now? That's impressive. I might have to put mine on there again. I mean, if you can do 3.5, I'll have to crank mine up to 4.
How's it looking?
2.25.
Can't be moving very fast.
No, it isn't.
The clamp is flexing.
Yeah, it's okay. It's at 2.5. Getting to 2.5 now.
I'm gonna keep going until either I reach 3.5 or this thing breaks. Because I'm all in on this one, man. How are we looking?
It's like 2. Not at 3.25. You coming up on 2 3/4.
Okay, I'm getting resistance now, significant resistance.
It's probably just because it's kind of getting bent.
Is it actually getting?
Like that clamp
Pushing it
is
down?
becoming seriously opening up.
Yeah.
It's coming up on 3. I mean, the needle's getting close to 3 while you're cranking, but then it comes back.
See, what's happening here is this rod's going sideways again, see?
It's within 10th hour of 3. Okay, it's at 3 now. You're at 3. I mean, it's going way past 3 right now while you're cranking, but again, like steady state is...
Because look, I bet you how's that look when I push up like that?
Oh yeah, that's going to...
Like if I straighten that up.
3.25.
It's the flexing of the rod. You can see the rod starting to bend too. Oh, I'm hearing cracking.
You're at just over 3. Okay, it's 3.4.
So I could equal yours.
Okay,
Yeah?
maybe I'll just have to crank mine up to 4 now.
Will it make it?
I think so.
I can still crank this, although, well, yours is bigger, so.
I think that's 3.5. Either that or it's down to 2.5. I don't know where we started at.
That's 4.5.
Actually, no, that's 3 3/4 now.
Okay. 3. 3 3/4. 4.
Okay, that's enough.
4. And when it went past 4, it started to fall back. Are you getting cracking?
I hear something's popping.
You better go. You might as well go because at this point,
Yeah, I think
it's
that's how.
done.
You think so?
No, yeah, I can hear the cracking. If I can hear it,
that top joint, I think is starting to go. Where are we
it's
at?
making it to 4.5.
Okay, let's back off then.
Oh, you chicken, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you chicken. I destroyed mine. 2 of them, actually. I destroyed this one.
Well, I went to 4. I weigh about 150 pounds or so, plus clothing, so probably about 155 pounds.
Hang on, go slow. That's 1.5.
Okay. 1.
That's 1 3/4. You could say it goes up to 2 when you bounce a little bit.
That's getting 3.5. A little over 3.5.
Yeah, that's all my weight on it right there.
Yeah, that was just over 3.5.
So I'm twice as heavy as you are. I'm 300 pounds. Come on, that can't be right.
Huh.
1 3/4 times 2 is 3.5. So.
Or was mine over 2? Maybe was mine maybe 2 and a bit?
Yours didn't hit 2.
Well, okay. Let's go again here. Sorry, it's 2 and yeah, it's almost 2 3/4. Yeah, a little over 2.5. You're a big guy,
I need to go on diet.
shelf breaking guy.